What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna try and do better about keeping up with videos and doing more projects. I got a lot of stuff going on. I got some more cars coming in. Got some old cars I need to work on, maintenance on stuff, and we're just gonna try and do a lot more. So stay put and let's see what we got. For today, we're gonna be working on this 2019 RZR XP 1000 Turbo 2-seater. I bought it brand new in 19, just been upgrading it here and there, and we're on to the next stage. Some of our local Karens here in town have been complaining about people riding around on these suckers on the streets, so we went ahead and got it registered. We got plates. We're gonna put them on the back of there, and we're gonna be ripping down these neighborhoods. So stay put, let's see what we got. Pretty simple kit. We got the plate, obviously. We got a kit for the plate. I ordered this on Amazon. It's a direct fit for my RZR. It's real simple install, super good instructions. Don't need a whole lot of tools. We got wire cutters. We got some connectors, black marker to mark where we're gonna drill some holes. Got a 7/16 wrench, 5/32 Allen wrench, and then I went ahead and bought the adapter harness so we can direct plug it into the taillights, no cutting wires. And then of course a drill with a 1/4 bit to drill the holes for the bolts. So let's get started. All right, so on the back here, of course we got some extra wires here because I got some accessory stuff wired up to mine. We pull trailers behind this, and that's where I keep my trickle charger plugged in. That way I'm not having to go straight to the battery all the time. I just have it set up to where I can come back from a trip, plug it in, and that way I'll sit in for a week, 2 week, months, winter. The battery just don't go flat. Up here is the watertight connector for the taillights. You're just gonna wanna pop that off. You pull the clip up and just pull it backwards, and it'll come down just like that. All right, we got the adapter harness plugged in there with those watertight connections. I went ahead and put on these female spade connectors. They'll go up against the license plate light that's already pre-installed. I use these good watertight connections. You heat them up, they shrink down. Since this is an off-road vehicle, we're gonna be doing some water fording and whatnot. Wanna make those as tight as possible. Even after they're connected them, I'll probably wrap them in electrical tape, and then we'll use some zip ties that were provided, get everything tucked up all nice so nothing's hanging, nothing's gonna get caught on anything, everything's out of the way. So let's go ahead and get that license plate bracket on the back here. I've already pre-drilled the 1/4 inch holes, so we'll just go ahead and throw it up there, tighten up those bolts, and then we can plug it in. Also on the harness, so it's gonna be I believe the brown wire on the actual Polaris harness is the black ground wire, and then the orange wire is gonna be the hot wire. This yellow wire is not needed. This is the turn signal wire. Right now I'm not running anything other than the stock taillights, so I just went ahead and snipped it, and we won't even use that. So we'll just leave it up in there in case we need it for later use. All right, we got it in there temporarily. We just push those bolts up through the holes. A little helpful tip that might help you is if you just take the nuts, it's too hard to reach back behind this plastic with your hands. You can take that nut, put it in the wrench, and then just put some electrical tape on the backside, and that'll kind of hold it in there while you fish this back behind there and use the Allen wrench on the bottom side to get it tight. Okay, what I ended up doing to help me get my hands back behind there to those bolts is lowering this heat shield, this plastic heat shield, or yeah, it's not really a heat shield, just like a piece of plastic that protects the rear muffler. Really just makes it look better from the back. That way you can get your hands up in there and actually get these nuts on. And it was just a T40, just like all the other bolts on a RZR. So I just ripped those off. There was 4 of them. Didn't take it all the way off, just let it drop down. Go ahead and get those nuts on, put it back up, we'll zip it back on. All right, so we went ahead and turned it on and tested it with it wired up the way the instructions said, and I don't know if I tracked the pin out wrong or if I just had the wrong one selected, but we only had license plate light when I hit the brakes, which obviously we don't want. We want it on 24/7 when the lights are on. So I went and got a tester and I tested it, and sure enough, the yellow wire actually was not a turn signal wire. I don't know why I thought that in the beginning. The RZR does not have turn signals. So this was the wire I had hooked up. It only came on when the brakes were on, so it's the brake light switched wire, and this is the constant wire. We just swapped them around, got a new connector on there, hooked it in, and now we got it up and running. So we're gonna go ahead and electrical tape this, get this all taped up real good so it's extra watertight. Then we'll clean this up, get this all tucked up and away, and we'll be all finished. All right, there we go. So we got it all done. We got the wiring put up, all nice and tidy. Of course, there it is. I put that plate back up, mounted it. License plate's on, lights working, looks good. Ready to go ripping on the streets. That's it for this project today. If you want to see any more descriptions or videos on anything I got, just hit me up in the comments. I got a bunch of stuff. Got a right-hand drive JDM Datsun 510 Bluebird. Of course, I got these two projects that are in the works. We're gonna have some videos on these coming up, a 68 and 69 510 wagon. We can talk more about what we're gonna do with those. My wife's car, it's up for sale. We're just trying to get rid of it. If you're interested, let me know. 2014 CT 200H F-Sport, mint condition, never drive it, bone stock, every option. Plus I've added HIDs and remote start. It's only got 89,000 miles. The car's cherry. These are selling for 25 G's all day. If you're interested, like I said, leave a comment below. We got my Ford Raptor out here, parked it outside while we were doing a little bit of work. Got some stuff going on for it, but also 2 more top secret projects coming. So yeah, stay tuned for those.